Hello traders, today is Monday, July 31st. I'm going to cover the Trade Scalper and Roadmap. Combining these two methods is what we do with the mentorship program. We try to combine methods. Now before we begin, remember that trading is risky. Please don't trade with funds you can't afford to lose. There are risks involved with trading. So what I have here and what you're looking at on the chart is the E-mini S&P. It could be the micro E-mini. It could be a different market as well, but we're going to focus on the micro or the E-mini S&P. And we have these zones, these are the roadmap zones, along with the Trade Scalper software. So we have two softwares that are indicating to go long, to go short, and also a filtering with the roadmap, which also provides an opportunity to be a buyer or a seller. So the first signal you're going to see here on the chart happened at about 10:30. 10:35 or so is a short on the roadmap. And this short on the roadmap is an opportunity to enter the market as it's beginning to turn around. Now, as you can see, the market's entering into the roadmap zone, and that's a way to say don't be long or don't go long for the moment to see if it's going to go through the zone or if it's going to reverse off of it. So the rule for the roadmap software is to say, if I'm going to enter into a trade, make sure there's not any type of manipulation, profit taking occurring, which is going to run me over. So this indicates a roadmap short at the price 46.1150 printed on the chart. The software does that automatically, and that gives us an opportunity to go short. Now, as we move on here, the market did not make it to the roadmap zone below, and it's now going sideways, which means that we can go long, we can go short, we can take any trade that we want at the moment, as long as it's not interfering or going against these roadmap zones, which are filters. I'm going to speed this up to save some time. I'm looking for the next signal. It could be a Trade Scalper signal. It could be a roadmap signal. What I want to do is make sure that if it lands in the roadmap, that it bounces off of it, we'll have a signal either long or short. Or if there's a Trade Scalper signal, taking a signal in between the zones as it leads up or leads down to the roadmap zone, which acts as support or resistance. So we have a signal here long. This is a Trade Scalper signal. It's 46.14 quarter. So I don't see any issues here to go long. If you want to take this long trade, 46.14 quarter, as long as it's not in a roadmap zone, or let's say that it's reversing off of a roadmap zone. So we're using the roadmap zones leading up or down as enough distance or room to take a trade. And once the market lands in the zone, the roadmap zone, we can say, okay, be careful, get out of the trade, take profit, or get out of the trade and lock in your profit. Whatever the case may be, there's no reason not to take this long Trade Scalper signal. Now, if it goes up to a roadmap zone, that's when you say, let me get out and move on to the next trade. Now, this is a perfect example to show you that as soon as the market landed inside of the roadmap zone, what happened? The market reversed, and now there's an opportunity, since it reversed off of the roadmap zone, which is expected. These zones act as really strong resistance or really strong support, and that's why they're filters. So after this long trade, 46.14 quarter, the market went up a little bit, landed in the roadmap zone, about 2 or 3 points, and then it started to come off it. So if you're long, get out of the trade. If you're thinking about going short, that's why I'm placing this trade here to go short. I'm not sure if I'm going to get it because I'm a little bit late here, but as soon as it starts to come off of the roadmap zone heading down, bounced off the zone there above, it's an opportunity. I'll just cancel that. It's not worth taking this trade as it's running away from me. But that's really the idea. Lands in the zone, begins to come off of it. Now the next trade could be long or short depending on where it wants to go. So it's really important that we're patient. There could be a Trade Scalper signal now to head back up. That way it's another long trade. It could be a Trade Scalper to the short side. Great, I'll take it short, heading down. So I'm going to run it down, leading me to the next zone to the short side. So it really depends on where the market wants to go. Now if it goes sideways, if it goes flat, we can just stay on the sidelines and wait and really do nothing until it starts to move. I think the idea here is it moving, and is there anything stopping me from taking the trades? Those are really two important questions you should ask yourself. Something else I look at is the volatility. I use the ATR, the average true range, and it looks like it's going to be a short position. It's a double wick short. This is a Trade Scalper signal, 46.11 quarter. So now I know that the entry price is 4611 quarter. The Trade Scalper program actually teaches you how these setups and how these trades are formulated. So whether or not you're using NinjaTrader, you can use any trading platform and learn how these trades are set up. The next part of it is whether or not the market is slow or fast. What's the volatility? What can I expect out of this trade? If you look down, the ATR is indicating about a point and a quarter, a point and a half, a point. Right there in yellow, it's telling me what I can expect. So I have everything I need to know about this trade. It's an entry price of 46.11 quarter, so it's very specific on the entry and the management of it with a stop and a target. Everything is laid out for me. Now it's just a matter of whether or not the trade wants to cooperate. Now the other thing is I have a roadmap here at the bottom, and this tells me that there's nothing interfering, at least for the moment, that the market can go down and continue to go lower, and I could even use that as a profit target. The zone A down right there is where the market typically tends to lead. It's like a magnet. Think of it as a strong support area and where the market may find legs and reverse. So even if I wanted to, I could hold on to this position, to this trade for a little bit more than just about a point or a point and a half is what I'm going for. Now there's so much here to explain, whether it be the roadmap or the Trade Scalper, but if you do have more questions, visit us at Daytradetowin.com. We do include the Trade Scalper and the roadmap as a package with accelerated mentorship, so you can get all the software and courses in one discounted package. Until next time, good trading, and I'll see you at the next video. If you're new to day trading and want to learn more on the benefits of trading the markets, visit Daytradetowin.com. Join the next mentorship class starting later this month, and subscribe to the Day Trade to Win YouTube channel. We focus on price action and work exclusively with new and beginner traders who want to learn more on how to prosper from trading.